Hi all, Steve here. This short video, one of a series of Start a Session explainers, looks at the Turnitin V2 assignment activity. I've heard some staff mention that Turnitin must be used for all assignment submissions. That's not correct. In fact, it's simply not possible to use Turnitin in a lot of cases. Turnitin should only be used when you're expecting a text-based assessment submission, such as a report, essay, or reflective text. Don't use Turnitin for assessments like posters, presentations, audio-visual submissions. It simply isn't able to process them. I should also point out you need to create new Turnitin assignments at the start of each session. So many times around Christmas we have students unable to submit and staff unable to mark because their assessments have expired. Unfortunately, the only fix for this problem once it manifests is to delete all of the Turnitin assignments in your course and recreate them. Delete your old and create new Turnitin assignments for every assessment, and also create a separate resubmission point for remediation. All student submissions to Turnitin are held on their site indefinitely, so there's no harm in removing our local copy of the assignment. With editing on, add an activity using the plus icon, then select Turnitin Assignment 2. Give the assessment a meaningful name like Outcome 1, Health and Safety Assessment Submissions, not Assessment 1. If appropriate, provide some guidance for students in the summary. Tell them exactly what you're expecting them to do. Next, decide if you want to allow text submissions and files or files only. The next option allows you to set a number of parts in your assignment. This may be useful if an assignment's made up of several parts, such as a project. In the grade section, we'll set the passing grade to 100. You should set this according to your own assignment requirements. If your assignment is for submission of only one file, then you don't need to worry about the separate parts. Set your start date, due date, and post dates. Due dates are when the assignment should be submitted by. Post date is when the student will receive their feedback and grade. The only option you may wish to alter is in the Similarity Report Options section. Report generation speed sets when the document will be tested for plagiarism. If you want this to happen as soon as the student uploads, then change this to generate reports immediately. Students can resubmit until due date. If not, the similarity report will be generated on the due date, which would be the preferred and default option. Leave all of the other Turnitin specific settings alone. Turnitin has a pretty good indication of who's submitted and whether they've been marked yet. However, I would recommend switching on activity completion tracking as well, so that you get an overview of who has passed, and optionally add this assignment to your course completion. You'll now see the assignment appearing in the course. Click on the assignment to view it. You'll see a list of students enrolled on the course. I'm going to submit a file as a student and then we'll come back and have a look at it as a lecturer. Here we are submitting our assignment as a student. When viewing the submissions so far, you can see the status of each student's paper. In this case, student 8 has submitted at 9:42 and the similarity report is pending. This is because I used the default similarity settings. The similarity report will appear after 10 AM since that is the due date and time. We'll come back at 10 AM and see what happens. Okay, we're back. It's after 10 and the similarity report has concluded that there is no plagiarism. To grade the student's work, click on the pencil icon in the grade column. Turnitin Document Viewer will open in a new tab. You can work through all of the submitted papers in Feedback Studio. The features in Feedback Studio are beyond the scope of this video. However, the most basic tasks you can accomplish here are entering a grade and leaving an overall text comment for your student. To expand the grading options, click this hamburger menu. As you can see, this assignment is being reported as 100% AI generated. That's true in this case, but it isn't always accurate. If there are any areas of similarity, you can find out where the text was copied from by activating the similarity controls. Give a grade in the box provided and close Feedback Studio to report this back to LearnNet. As you can see in the activity completion report, Student 8 has now completed the assignment. If students have not gained a passing mark and have to resubmit, you must create a separate resubmission point. This ensures that you have access to the previous versions of the student submission, since only one file can be submitted to a single part of a Turnitin assignment. There's lots more to know about Turnitin. If you have questions, please email l&t@dumgal.ac.uk and someone will get back to you. Thanks for watching.